Hey guys, Arashi Rajwa this side from I am Rohtak, IPM Batch 3. And here we are today with a video on the topic reading comprehensions. We move on to the passage 2 now. So again, you can, pause the video here, just read the whole passage. And again, with the second slide, this also you can just pause, hit the video here and just read all of it. And so that we can now just move on to the question and we can see how to answer them. I hope, you're understanding the approach that we are following. So again, like I didn't do it that way, but you should just first to go through the passage questions. As I said, like you have certain aspect of it in mind, what you have to look for in the passage and what the questions are going to be like, and then just read the passage, or even just without reading the passage, just read the questions and find them in the passage only. So the research of a British professor of cognitive neuroimaging has succeeded in establishing that. So what the British professor has succeeded in establishing. So let's go back to the passage. We can understand it, generally just from the first. So we're talking about a professor. Now let's look for the professor. Where is it? In the second passage, here we can see this myth has been exploded by a British professor of cognitive neuroimaging. Her research attempts to establish how these stereotypes mold our ideas of ourselves. She examines how science has been misinterpreted or misused to ask the wrong questions instead of challenging the status quo. So just reading about it, it's like conclusive findings establish that no brain differences can be found that are solely gender related. So even if the genders are different, that doesn't mean that their brains would be different. So that's the kind of research that they did. And that's very obvious from this statement also. Like, does that mean that our brains are different? This myth has been exploded. So the British professor, which we're talking about in the question, has exploded this myth. And the myth was that our brains are different, though they are not. So now coming back to the question, we can see that has succeeded establishing that the brains of men and women are alike. So like we established there that they are not different. So if they're not different, they are alike. So this is the answer we are looking for, and hence answer A part is our answer to this question. Now coming to the second question. By referring to the world as gendered, the writer wants to convey that now the world as gendered. Now where is this written first of all? Let's just go and find that. So let's just look for in the first paragraph. And obviously, like I've read that paragraph, that's why I have a certain idea of where to find these kind of, terms and all, where to have this, where I'll find the answer to this question. So that's why I'm saying you first have to read the passage and then you'll have to come back to the question so that you can have a fairly rough idea of where to look for the answers, So, okay, so let's go ahead. Now, in the gendered world, here it is. In this gendered world, we continue to live with the notion that one's gender determines one's skills and preferences, from toys and colors to career choices. So that's what it's talking about, like how people think that because our brains are different, that's why we have different preferences, the girls and boys, or masculine and feminine. And that's how they differentiate amongst it, though it's not so. So let's just go to the question. In this gendered world, we continue to live with the notion that one's gender determines one's skills and preferences. Coming back to the question, the writer wants to convey that gender differences can be dated right from childhood. Society continues to be fixated on gender stereotypes. One's gender is bound to determine one's abilities, and the debate on gender differences will never be resolved. Now, D part is, just doesn't make sense. If gender differences will never be resolved, that's why the world is gendered. It's not so, obviously, like we saw there. It's mainly talking about how we have, had that mindset for a while now, that girls have this preference, boys have this preference, and it will always be so, and their abilities will also be limited to that gender stereotype. So now, as we can read the passage and as we can read the options, we can see that C part is the right answer to it. One's gender is bound to determine one's abilities. Because, gender differences can be dated right from the childhood. Okay, that's true. But then again, how does it refer to the world being gendered? That's not why we are referring to it as gendered here, right? That's not what the author is talking about. Society continues to be fixated on gender stereotypes. That's also true. But that's not why the author is referring to the world as gendered, right? That's what we have to think for ourselves. Because one's gender is bound to remain one's abilities. That's what the author's main focus is about. The abilities, the things that they can do, the career choices which they can choose, the toys that which they choose to have or, play with. So once abilities is a very important word here, and that's why we're going with this. Otherwise, this also somehow explains it like it does, but then abilities is the right word for it. So that's why we'll go with the, more accurate one and more specific one. And at times, like coming to this, I'm reminding of this through this question only. At times there are, in the options only, if the question is asking for something, what happens is we find a certain option and that just explains a certain part of it, like what the answer would be. But then there's another option where the whole is given. So obviously you'll choose the whole rather than just a significant part of it, which is given as another option. I hope you're trying to understand, if you can understand what I'm trying to say. That like if you are given A and B option, A just says that a lot of people are doing this, but then option B says that this person is doing this. And if the question asks who is doing this or something like that, then you'll go with the more specific one at times. But at times when the question is a bit more general or talks about a large scale, then you'll prefer the general one and not a specific one. So just to talk about on a large scale rather than making it more specific. So that's what it's about. So let's move ahead. One of the dangers in adopting a binary view of the human brain is that it can. Now, binary view of the human brain. What is binary view? And obviously, like here comes the vocabulary. We don't know what binary means, maybe. So, like at times, vocabulary also helps. Like if you don't know what a word means, you can just go back to the passage. You can see in what context it's used. That's fairly basic, and you'll understand like what it means or what the question is asking or what the answer is trying to say. So let's see the danger in adopting a binary view. So let's just first of all find the word binary. Where is it given? So here it is. She urges us to move beyond a binary view of people's brains and instead to see these as highly individualized, profoundly adaptable, and full of unbounded potential. So that's really like binary. Binary means generally two. So that's just like we can't just limit ourselves to just these two genders. Like either it's male or either it's female, and like males are gonna do this, females are gonna do this. It's not so. It's very broad scope. You can't just limit it to certain things. So that's why, moving to the question, one of the dangers in adopting a binary view of the human brain is that it can promote the notion of feminine and masculine traits. Again, binary view, two views. So two views can be feminine and masculine. That's why. Determine as well as limit academic choices. Then again, it's true. Lead to the distortion and misinterpretation of scientific data. Be used to encourage male dominance and superiority. Now, if you see now, B, C, D, all of them are true. But the option which compiles all of it would be A option because it promotes the notion of feminine and masculine traits. And that's what BCD are talking about. One is talking about academic choices. One is talking about the distortion and misinterpretation of data to imply the same thing, that, they are different. And then another one talks about to encourage male dominance and superiority, that males are more superior to females. So these are talking about the same thing. And those are very well true. But then again, the question is asking that it can, because like what will happen? So all of it will happen. So A is the option which compiles all of it, which consists of all of those options. So that's why A would be the right option, and we'll go ahead with. That's what I was talking about in the previous question. At times you'll have to see that if you'll have to answer as a whole, all of it, or maybe just one specific point of this. So maybe if it's something related to academic choices, then this would have been the right answer. If it was related to something scientific data, then this would have been the right answer. But again, it's asking about the binary view as a whole. So as a whole, we'll choose the option which tells about the whole. So that's it. So moving to the next question. The writer of this passage wants to emphasize the need to. So again, this is like the theme of the passage, or what the author is trying to say. So wants to emphasize the need. So what's the need? So use, again, for this, if you have read the passage once, you will directly don't have to go back to the passage again. You can just read the option, that you will see which one suits the best. So use new insights provided by scientific research for a better understanding of human abilities. Continuously debate issues of gender differences to achieve human progress. Question the findings of scientific inquiry into the functioning of the human brain. Accept gender differences as essential to the survival of the human species. So now D to anyway is completely wrong. We all of us would agree with that, because no one would agree that we can just accept the gender differences and they are very essential to the survival, because without gender differences we all can't survive. So obviously that's not true. So that's already out. Next is question the findings of scientific inquiry into the functioning of the human brain. Now questioning the findings, like that's not anywhere given in the passage that we are questioning the findings of the scientific inquiry, because like as the findings were that our brains are not different, they are alike. So why would we question that? We can just go ahead with it, and that's how it will be. Continuously debate issues of gender differences to achieve human progress. Now, again, for this, let's come back to the slide. As we see here, as a result of these findings, we owe it to ourselves to dump the myths and this look at ourselves refreshed. We need to recognize that the male and female brain debate is a distraction, besides being based on inaccuracies. So inaccuracies, and again the distractions. So that's the kind of thing, we are not supporting debates anyway, right? So that's why that can't be the right option when we see it here. Continuously debate the issues, that's not the need that author is emphasizing, right? So that's where we have A as the correct option, and that's why use new insights provided by scientific research for a better understanding of human abilities. So the new insight was that our brains are alike, and we can use them for a better understanding and breaking those stereotypes that we have in the society. So just moving ahead now, let's see the question 5 and question 6. In question 5 and question 6, one is asking for synonym and one is asking for antonym. Now, these are the word and context type of questions. These are very easy. These are very easy. These are based on your prior knowledge. You don't have to go back to the passage. Just in case you don't know the answer to this you don't know the meaning of this word or something, you can go back to the passage, see in what context it is used, and just understand it. So let's say just we don't know the meaning of stranglehold. So we can go back to para 1. It's given right? That's in the para 1. So let's just go back to para 1 and find stranglehold word. So where is stranglehold? But we establish a stranglehold on our perceptions. But can we today see a swing away from these stereotypes, or have they established a stranglehold on our perceptions? So stranglehold is somehow, explains it in itself, like it's holding on to something very strongly that you won't let it go, or, it can't just, have a life of its own. You're just holding it so hard. So that's how. Now think about the synonym of it. Synonym is the word which means the same almost. So that would be asphyxiation, right? Because asphyxiation also means just not being able to breathe or something. So that's how synonym for stranglehold would be asphyxiation, and A is the right word. Question 6 talks about the antonym for unbounded. Unbounded is a fairly easy word. I believe all of us would know that. We are giving the IPM exam, obviously. So then unbounded is something which is not limited, right? Which is without any foundation. So what would be the antonym? Opposite to that, that would be C, restricted. If it's unbounded without any foundation, restricted with foundation. So then antonym is restricted. For these kind of questions, all I can say is just read the question correctly. Please don't mistake synonym for antonym or antonym for synonym. That would be really bad for the marks and all, and that would be just losing marks where you were sure gaining the marks. So please try to avoid that. So this was all of it. I hope this video would really help you in understanding those tips and tricks, applying them, and practicing even more. I hope it really motivates you to do so, and just don't feel really threatened by this topic. It'll be easy once you practice and you work on a vocabulary and everything. It's going to be really easy. Hope this video helps you. Just be with us, and hope you have a great journey ahead. Thank you.